The summer transfer window is now open in Europe, and there's plenty of gossip swirling around. Transfer Talk brings you all the latest buzz on rumors, comings, goings and, of course, done deals. Tottenham Hotspur are resigned to losing striker Harry Kane after Bayern Munich signaled their intention to make a fourth approach for his signature, according to The Times. The Bundesliga side saw their third offer for the 30-year-old England international rejected on Monday, with sources telling ESPN that the package exceeded €100 million, $110 million, when performance-related add-ons were included. While some reports indicated that would be their final attempt to sign him, Bayern are now ready to test the resolve of Spurs once more, with an offer that nears €110 million. Identified as a key priority on their transfer wishlist this summer, Bayern want to end to the negotiations this week and incorporate him into the squad ahead of their league opener on August 18 against Werder Bremen. Kane has 1 year remaining on his £200,000 a week contract and currently sits second on the all-time Premier League scorers list with 213, second only to Alan Shearer's total of 260. Tottenham opened the season on August 13 against Brentford. Arsenal striker Folarin Balogun is among the players Inter Milan are considering for their attack. The US international spent last season on loan at League One side Stade de Reims, scoring 21 goals in 37 league appearances. "We are looking to bring in a player who scores goals," Inter sporting director Piero Ausilio said. "Balogun is a possibility, but we are not only monitoring him." Balogun, 22, is under contract with the Gunners until June 2025 and is valued at €58 million. Monaco have already seen a bid rejected. The Nerazzurri are still in the market for a striker after failing to sign Romelu Lukaku from Chelsea and Gianluca Scamacca from West Ham. Lukaku is expected to join Juventus, having spent last season on loan at Inter, while Scamacca has joined Atalanta from West Ham. Arsenal and Tottenham are set to battle for Aston Villa's Douglas Luiz, according to Football Insider. Luiz, 25, was the subject of interest from Arsenal last year, but signed a new contract. Tottenham are looking to replace Pierre-Emile Højbjerg and are ready to spend around £30 million. Villa are open to the possibility of the Brazil international's departure, and the Gunners are still looking to bolster their midfield. Villa could move for Leeds United's Tyler Adams if Chelsea don't beat them to the punch. Manchester United now need a replacement for centre-back Harry Maguire, as he is set to join West Ham, and Bayer Leverkusen star Edmond Tapsoba is on their shortlist, according to the Men. Tapsoba, 24, has been linked with Tottenham previously, but the fact his contract expires in 2024 means he could be available for a cheaper transfer fee now. United have also been linked with Nice's Jean-Claire Todibo. Kylian Mbappé will not be involved in Paris Saint-Germain's Ligue 1 opener against Lorient at the Parc des Princes on Saturday, sources have told ESPN. The 2018 World Cup winner has not trained with the first-team squad under new manager Luis Enrique, amid a contract dispute with the club. According to ESPN sources, Mbappé could miss every PSG game in August against Lorient, Toulouse and Lens as punishment. Mbappé recently told PSG that he would not extend his contract and planned to leave the club on a free transfer in June 2024. Chelsea will decide whether to step up their pursuit of Dusan Vlahovic after striker Christopher Nkunku was ruled out for an extended period following knee surgery, sources told ESPN. Nkunku, a €60 million summer signing from RB Leipzig, suffered the injury in Chicago during Chelsea's final preseason friendly against Borussia Dortmund last week. Sources told ESPN the club's need for more firepower may intensify their interest in Juventus forward Vlahovic, who is part of complicated negotiations involving a move away from Chelsea for Romelu Lukaku. Although Chelsea have interest in Lukaku from Saudi Arabia, the Belgium striker wants to return to Italy. Juventus are willing to offload Vlahovic in a swap deal, sources told ESPN. But the clubs are far apart in their valuations of the two players. Chelsea want around €46 million for Lukaku, while Juventus have quoted €80 million for Vlahovic. Pochettino is thought to be keen on Vlahovic, who has scored 23 goals in 63 games for Juventus since moving from Fiorentina in January 2022. West Ham have agreed a deal worth around £30 million sign Manchester United defender Harry Maguire, sources have told ESPN. Sources have told ESPN that West Ham have also agreed a deal for Southampton midfielder James Ward-Prowse, targeted as a replacement for midfielder Declan Rice, who joined Arsenal last month. Maguire, 30, has been out of favour at United under Erik ten Hag, who has preferred Rafael Varane and Lisandro Martinez. Last month, he was replaced by Bruno Fernandes as club captain. ESPN reported on Monday that United had turned down bids for Maguire and Scott McTominay of around £20 million, but returned with an offer closer to a combined £60 million. Chelsea are attempting to bolster their midfield with the double signing of Brighton's Moises Caicedo and Tyler Adams from Leeds United, sources have told ESPN. The Blues have had 2 bids rejected for Caicedo, the latest totaling £80 million, but are expected to return with a third offer as confidence grows that an agreement can be reached. Brighton have been holding out for a fee in excess of £100 million, but sources have told ESPN that Caicedo is pushing hard behind the scenes and wants to move to Stamford Bridge. Chelsea want to sign 2 midfielders before the transfer window closes next month and have identified Adams as a leading candidate. Sevilla sporting director Victor Orta has ruled out the return of Sergio Ramos to the club. Ramos, 37, is a free agent after his contract with Paris Saint-Germain expired this summer. Amid ongoing reports that the Spanish veteran defender could return to Sevilla, the club where he began his career, Orta said, "There is no possibility of Sergio Ramos playing for Sevilla. With the squad that we currently have, there is no chance, among other things, because we already have 6 central defenders." Ramos left Sevilla in 2005 to join Real Madrid. Napoli have not given up hope of signing Celta Vigo midfielder Gabri Veiga, according to Sky Italia. Napoli have tried to sign Veiga since the start of the transfer window, but have yet to convince Celta to lower their asking price. The La Liga outfit are only prepared to let the Spain U21 international leave this summer if his €40 million release clause is met. Veiga, 21, has attracted the attention of top European clubs following a strong season with Celta. He scored 11 goals and set up 4 more in 36 appearances to help Celta avoid the drop. Arsenal have agreed a fee close to £30 million for Brentford goalkeeper David Raya, sources have told ESPN. Personal terms are being finalized, and the 27-year-old is set to become the Gunners' 4th summer signing, after Declan Rice, Jurriën Timber and Kai Havertz. Raya's signing will take the club's summer spending to more £230 million, and he will replace USMNT international Matt Turner, who has agreed a deal worth up to £10 million to join Nottingham Forest. The club's interest in Raya dates back to 2020. But their move 3 years on is something of a surprise, given Aaron Ramsdale had established himself as the club's #1 goalkeeper in last season's unexpected Premier League title challenge. Manchester City are interested in signing West Ham midfielder Lucas Paqueta, sources have told ESPN. City are yet to launch a formal bid for the Brazil midfielder, but he is high up on the club's list of potential targets. A move for Paqueta is viewed by the club as separate to anything that could happen with Bernardo Silva's future. Silva has expressed a desire to seek a new challenge away from the Etihad Stadium, but sources have told ESPN that City are increasingly confident of keeping the 28-year-old, despite interest from Barcelona, Paris Saint-Germain, and the Saudi Pro League. City are yet to receive a formal bid for Silva and are set to offer the Portugal international a new contract. Paqueta is valued at more than £70 million by West Ham, who would be reluctant to lose the 25-year-old after the £100 million departure of Declan Rice to Arsenal already this summer. Al Hilal are keen on a double swoop of Paris Saint-Germain forward Neymar and midfielder Marco Verratti, reports L'Equipe. Neymar, 31, has recently been linked with an exit from the Parc des Princes after informing his representatives of his desire to leave this summer. Talks have already taken place over a potential move for 30-year-old Verratti, with reports an Al Hilal offer of €45 million already made for his signature. Atletico Madrid forward João Felix's preferred destination is Barcelona, according to Sport. It is reported that the Blaugrana hierarchy are keen to sign the 23-year-old, but manager Xavi Hernandez is not yet fully on board with the option to make a move for him. Talks have taken place with agent Jorge Mendes, with the La Liga champions hopeful of finding a solution that sees him end up in Catalonia, as Roma are waiting for an answer from PSG over a move for midfielder Renato Sanchez, according to Fabrizio Romano. The Serie A club have proposed a loan move for the 25-year-old Portugal international, but there has been some disagreement over the terms of the deal, with PSG looking to include a mandatory permanent move clause. FC Porto are refusing to lower their valuation of €30 million for striker Mehdi Taremi, writes Gianluca Di Marzio. The 31-year-old striker is on the wishlist of Internazionale this summer, as they continue their search for a striker, but the latest suggests they may need to meet the Portuguese side's demands if they are to land him. Talks are continuing between West Ham United and Chelsea for defender Ian Maatsen, reveals The Guardian. The Hammers have so far proposed a loan move that would include an option to be made permanent. But amid reports that manager Mauricio Pochettino has been impressed by the 21-year-old's performances in pre-season, the Blues could keep him as part of the squad for the upcoming season. Liverpool could return to negotiations over Fluminense midfielder Andre. Reports in Brazil claim that the Reds are still interested after having a £45 million bid to sign Southampton's Romeo Lavia turned down. Andre, 22, has a €40 million release clause in his contract, but his club don't want him to leave mid-season and will only sanction an exit in January.